Hi, I'm here at the Gamblers General Store in Las Vegas, and today we're speaking with Darryl McEwen, who is going to be talking on our subject today all about casino players clubs. Now, Darren, you are an expert on casino players clubs. You have a website, 7starsinsiders.com.
Mm-hmm. Insider.
I'm sorry.
7starsinsider.com.
7starsinsider.com. And you play yourself in the casinos.
I do.
And you've been a member of players clubs for many years. So let's start off with, for the people that don't understand, what is a casino players club?
Okay. I think it's important to maybe distinguish between a players club and a players lounge. People hear club and they automatically start thinking of something more social. But a players club is really a way for the casino to gauge what you are worth to them as a customer. So you join the club and you get a player's card. And it tracks your play. Of course, you have to make sure you put it in the slot machine or the video poker machine, or if you play table games, give it to the pit boss, and they'll keep track of how much you bet, the denomination you bet, perhaps in a casino, slot machine, how long you play, and by giving your personal information, which you have to do, you'll have to show some sort of government ID card, which will be recorded, and give your address and your email address. So you are giving up some personal information, but in return, using this card then hopefully will generate you some benefits in the future based on your play.
Okay, so it's sort of, I guess in its simplest term, be like a frequent flyer club with airlines.
Exactly, and matter of fact, that's a great analogy because I've said many times it's like buying a full-fare cross-country airline ticket and not giving your frequent flyer club number. I mean, it's the benefits that you're going to get as a result of all those miles are like the benefits you're going to get from the tier credits that you earn as a casino player.
Okay, so what is the first thing someone has to do when they go to a casino if they've never? Let's take it from the novice point of view. If you've never been to a casino, what's the first thing you do?
Well, you want to look for something that'll say promotions or casino players club, something as obvious as that, or just ask somebody. And you'll go, make sure you have a photo ID with you. You'll give your personal information, as I said, and then in return you'll get a player's card about the size of a credit card or a room key. And many times the casino will be offering a promotion. For instance, you might get a free T-shirt if you sign up. Maybe they'll give you $10 in free play, or after you play for 20 minutes, give you a free buffet. So look for those sorts of benefits. If you already have a player's card with another casino, many times the casino will match your status or your level. So you might go in as a higher level player, which could mean that your benefits increase faster. So always ask if you are already a player someplace else, if the casino you're going to will match the benefits. And I also tell people, even if you don't think you're ever going to go to the casino again, to sign up for the player's card. You just never know. You might get some offers that would be enough to drive you back, and you might win something. But definitely, if you're planning to continue and have a long-standing relationship with the casino, make sure you get that player's card and use it.
All right, and now sometimes they're referred to as slot clubs, sometimes players clubs. But is it different now if you're a table game player or you're a slot machine or video poker?
Well, I'm just a slot player, but I do know that the table games they're not as mechanized and computerized as the slot machines, which records your play automatically. But yes, you can use it no matter what you play. Your best benefits are going to come if you're a slot player. Most casino players clubs actually double the required amount of play to get the same tier credit, the same benefits as a slot player. And
I'm sorry, you mean video poker player?
Video poker player, yeah. Okay. But it's twice. So in other words, to use an example with Caesar's Total Rewards program, it's $5 coin in, as the expression goes, $5 in the machine where you play through, and you'll get one tier credit. If you're a video poker player, it's $10, and that's a minimum. So some of them now up to $50.
Yeah, I was doing an interview earlier today with Bob Dancer, a video poker expert, and I always tell people, video poker is a much better game to play than a slot machine, and the proof is in the pudding. in these players clubs, you have to put in basically twice as much play because the casino is not making as much off you as a video poker player. So that's one reason that again, I say long term, you're better off playing video poker. But some people, like Darryl here, love to play those slot machines.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's mindless entertainment. I mean, I know Bob, and he was a bit shocked when I did his radio show a year or so ago that I didn't play video poker. And I said, I just don't want to work that hard. I said, I just want to go in and have some fun. But no, but Steve's right. You are going to benefit, with video poker more so than slots. But overall, a lot of us slots players do okay. So I don't feel too guilty about it.
Okay, so now what do we want to talk about next? Some of the benefits or
yeah,
how's it work? I mean, I assume people know that when they approach the machine, they put the card in.
Yeah, you put the card in. One thing I want to point out, I see people playing with a player's card, and maybe they feel their luck is changing a bit. They're not winning as many, they're not getting as many wins or whatever. They take the card out. Mm-hmm. There's this urban legend or whatever you want to call it that these players' cards are somehow connected to the computer that determines your wins and losses on a slot machine or a video poker machine. It is absolutely not true. They're two different systems. So the only thing that's going to happen if you don't continue playing with that card in there is you're not going to get credit for that play. It has no effect on whether you're going to win more or lose more or anything. So that's an important distinction that I do want to make because you use those cards. Back to yours and my frequent flyer analogy. You want those miles.
Right.
But some of the things, the reasons to have the card, it's tracking your play and assigning you a value, if for lack of a better term, and that value then turns into future offers. So you might get offers for overnight stays. You might get offers for food credits for comp dollars to go to a restaurant. You might get an offer for 2 free buffets or buy one get one. Eventually you'll get to the point where they'll invite you to special events. There might be a special big game day, since we can't say the official name any longer, party that you'll get invited to, and they'll have complimentary food and drinks, big screen TVs. You'll be invited perhaps to gift giveaways. You'll get a set of luggage or a television set or something like that. So the more you play, the more you're gonna benefit. Most of the casino players clubs also have different tier levels. Again, to use the Caesars Total Rewards example, you go into the casino as a new player and you'll get a gold card, which is for anybody. You earn 5,000 tier credits and you'll get a platinum card. You get 15,000 tier credits, that'll get you up to a diamond card. And then the next step is a long, long way, and that's 150,000 to get to the 7 stars level. So, but that 7 stars level is not automatic. I do know some people who did not get it, but it is a buy invitation only. But the first step is to get those 150,000 tier credits. MGM, with its M Life Rewards program, has a similar program. I believe theirs is Sapphire, Pearl, Gold, Platinum, and then Noir, which is their highest level. And again, it's by invitation. So the higher your level, the better your benefits could be. With MGM, they have a very interesting take on play. The higher your player's card level is, you'll get a percentage bonus. So, for instance, I have a platinum card. So if you go in as a Sapphire basic player and you earn, we both play $1,000 through the machine, and you earn 1,000 points. Well, I'm going to earn 1,300 points. I'm going to get a 30% bonus, and not only on my tier credits, but also on my comp dollars. So that's a nice way of doing it. On the other hand, Caesars does it a little bit differently. They will give you bonus tier credits for playing more in a gaming day. And when I say gaming day, in most jurisdictions it's 6 in the morning till 5:59 the next day, but it does change. And if you earn 500 tier credits, they'll give you a bonus of 125. So for that 500, you get 625.
Okay. So,
okay. So
to be honest with you, I haven't played in either of those clubs.
Okay.
In a very long time, and it gets a little confusing when you're throwing all the numbers out there. So for the average person, though, and this is to explain to people that different clubs work differently.
Yes, exactly.
So really, no two clubs, unless they're based in the same, they're owned by the same casino chain, they can and usually do work differently.
Yes.
Now one thing I wanted to mention is that some players clubs, they will put out a sheet, and they'll tell you what you can earn. They'll say, okay, you earned 2,000 points, you get a free buffet today. Earn 3,000 points, it's a gourmet buffet or whatever. So, but other players clubs don't work that way, and you may not know what you're going to get for those.
Exactly.
So if you're faced with that, if you're going in, which do you think is better for the player?
Well, I think you've got to pick up whatever the brochure is, or go online in advance of the time you're going to go to this particular casino you've chosen to play in, and see what the benefits are and balance them out. I mean, if you're a local player, getting complimentary rooms isn't going to be of much benefit than where they would be to someone like me who doesn't live in Las Vegas, let's say. So if I can get a complimentary room, that's a big savings. So perhaps the free buffet is a better offer. But I think it's good when you can get a benefit that you don't have to use right away that day. So let's say, I know your example again, that you play a certain amount and you'll get a buffet. Well, maybe you don't have time to have lunch or dinner that day. So I think something that gives you benefits in the future probably is a better deal. And again, you have to look and see, do you travel a lot? There you've got a situation with Total Rewards where you have 36 casinos around the country, and in Canada, MGM has, 12, 15, whereas some of the casinos out here in Las Vegas, that's it. So if you're only going to come to Las Vegas, maybe you're better off to choose one of those. But if you do have the opportunity to travel, the benefits you earn at one casino are transferred to all the casinos with MGM and Caesars, and I think Boyd has a pretty good national program. So you have to look and see, how you're going to use these benefits, and also know when they're going to expire. Some of these activities and points expire.
Yeah, that was one thing I wanted to ask you about, because sometimes, if you wait too long to go back to the same casino, your points might have evaporated.
Exactly.
Now, do you suggest that, if you're in town and you earn all these points in a casino program, that you try and use them before you leave?
I would certainly suggest that if you're not going to be back, or you don't think you're going to be at a casino that's perhaps owned by the same company where you can use those benefits. But again, many times they will not expire if your account shows some activity. Many times it's as little as 6 months, sometimes it's a year, sometimes it's more. Again, the casinos are getting like the airlines. Many of the airline programs have branded credit cards, and they give you other ways that you can earn miles. Some of the casinos are now doing that as well. So let's say you only travel once a year to Las Vegas and you don't have a casino near you. To avoid losing your points, get one of these casino credit cards, and then all you have to do is charge one item that shows your activity. You get activity once every 6 months, and your points don't expire. But again, to your point, it's different with every program. But most of them, as long as you show some activity, you're okay.
All right, now for me personally, I come to Las Vegas usually twice a year, and usually I stay either at a Boyd property or at the Hard Rock. Now, my room is always comped. I play video poker. They both have decent video poker games. And I don't think I paid for a room in years or a meal. And then last year there was a program at a casino in Laughlin that we went down there and we played, and we earned a gold card status, and that was pretty good because they gave you a free cruise. I mean, it wasn't a whole lot of play, and they gave you a free 7-day cruise.
Sure.
So there are some excellent benefits to all of these programs, but again, it's up to the individual. You have to sort of research this and find out what's the best benefit for you, and try and join a club that's going to benefit you the most. Now, did you have some other items you wanted to touch on here?
Well, I think we've covered most of the points. As I said, you want to be aware of any deadlines or expirations. The fact that you don't need to even play to get points, if you use the credit card, or you present your card. Perhaps, let's say you're not lucky enough, like you and I, to get a comp meal, but you go to a casino-owned restaurant and pay cash. If you show your player's card, a couple of things can happen. One, there might be a discount, a percentage off. Many of the Caesars casinos give you a special total rewards pricing. So even if you don't have the comp dollars to cover the meal, you'll get a cheaper price. I went to purchase something yesterday at the gift shop at Aria. I can't use my comp dollars there, but by showing my player's card, I got a 15% discount on my purchase. So there are other benefits to using the card other than just for gaming. And that's, I think, an important thing to remember as well.
Okay, so all very good points. But I think the most important thing of all that we have to tell people is that, and I think Gene Scott from Frugal Gambler said this, was it comps are not status symbols. So in essence, you are really paying for this. So, but ideally, what you want to do is you want to play at a level you are comfortable with and earn comps for the play that you're comfortable with, and not go chasing these higher tier levels, because in the long run you're paying for it. But if you know you're going to go there and gamble anyway, and you're going there to have some fun, you definitely want to take advantage of these players club.
Yeah, that's great advice from Gene. You don't ever want to overextend yourself and think that, oh, gee, I've only got to play this much more and I'll get to this next level. You know, make sure that those benefits are really worth the money that you're going to be giving, because the edge is in the casino, as we both know.
Right. If you're going to have a free steak dinner and the free steak dinner costs you $1,000 that you lost in the machines, it's not going to taste too good.
Yeah, I heard a friend over just before the end of the year saying, oh, I only need 2,000 more points to get this necklace. And I said, you know, that it's probably going to cost you more than if you just went out and bought the necklace yourself. So, you know, you really do need to weigh that.
Right. So, sometimes that's true. Sometimes you may get lucky and get it, but in the long run, you know, just remember you're there to have fun and earn these comps or benefits just for the play you were going to give the casino anyway.
Yeah.
All right. So, Darryl, if people want to get more information about you and your website, where do they go?
Just go to 7, spelled out, SEVEN, starsinsider.com. And I do a monthly newsletter, which is free. And again, you can send an email to 7starsinsider@gmail.com, or there's a link on the website which you can click, and all that information is there. And you don't have to be a 7 Stars player. It's just if you're playing at any of the Caesars Total Rewards casinos, I think you'll find some valuable information there.
Okay, Darryl McEwen from 7starsinsider.com. Thank you very much for spending time with us
today.
My
pleasure.
Don't forget that you can see more of our educational gambling videos on our YouTube channel. Just go to youtube.com/American Casino Guide.